If you hold cryptocurrencies, you need to watch this important emergency video. Cryptocurrencies are continually crashing, going lower and lower and lower in a very short period of time. Are we going to continue to go lower? Are cryptocurrencies going to continue to crash further? Well, in this video, we are going to be taking a look at very important information that will be giving us some clues and some strong indications of what most likely is going to be happening. And this video does relate to you if you hold any cryptocurrency in your portfolio. So if you appreciate crypto content like this, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe with notifications on, and letting me know in the comments below. Do you think we are near the crypto bottom? Diving straight into the content, what we can see is that cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin the last 7 days is down 12%, Ethereum down 10%. We have Terra Luna down 22%. Even in the last 24 hours, Terra is down 12%. Shiba Inu down 15% the last 7 days. Dogecoin down only 4% and 7% the last 7 days. What the heck is happening with cryptocurrency? Well, to keep it completely real, there is so much fear and panic out there, and a lot of the drops that we are experiencing now is retail investors panicking. They are panicking because they are hearing all types of information that cryptos are going to crash and go to zero, that cryptos are going to do this and that. That is panicking new investors, especially retail investors. They are freaking out. And that is the primary cause for these sell-offs. Retail investors are selling their stocks. People are reacting, overreacting, panicking, and it is all pure emotion. That is what is driving the crypto market down. But I have some very good news, actually. Despite the FUD, the craziness that you are seeing in your portfolio, the blood on the streets, I have some very good information to give you hope and to show you that this happens all the time, over and over again. And whenever we get to the point where people are panic selling left and right, that is actually usually the time historically when cryptocurrencies do end up recovering. So just about 1 year ago, exactly to the day, Bitcoin topped out. Bitcoin crashed. It reached its highest point at that given time, which was $59,000. And guess what? It actually continued to crash for quite some time. And Bitcoin from that day, literally a year ago, went down for about 73 days and went down 50%. Bitcoin went down 50%. And the exact thing that happened then, that is happening now, is Bitcoin crashed, continued to go lower, break support levels where Bitcoin was floating around 30,000, eventually touched 28.9 thousand for a very quick second, and then eventually shot up. Let me show you how many days this was. Bitcoin spent about 63 days there in that correction where things seemed terrible, where things were crashing, things were boring. People were panicking. People were fearful, saying Bitcoin is going to zero, Bitcoin is going to 10,000, Bitcoin is going to 5,000, which means altcoins would have been certainly wrecked. So that's what was happening back then. And if we look at our current time period, we are seeing something very similar, where Bitcoin has been going down for about 42 days to be specific, but even in a longer time frame, since Bitcoin had reached 69,000, we have been going down literally for about 180 days. That is 6 months straight. In the meantime, we have had pumps, we've had green times, we've had profitable opportunities, but since then we have been going down. But as of late, as of recently in the shorter time frames, there has been a lot of fake outs. There's just been a lot of volatility. There's been a lot of FUD. A lot of it has to do with the government, the economy, the Fed, what they are doing. And cryptocurrencies are not looking the most beautiful right now. People are panic selling and fearful. That is what is causing these crazy drops to continue to happen. Bitcoin continues to crash, hold up a support level, keeps going lower and lower. In the last several days, keeps going lower and lower and lower. And we are getting to the point where we are nearing the bottom. You know, take a look at this. Bitcoin finally today actually broke a major support level that we had at February, and that was 34,300. Bitcoin right now is 33,952, and we've just broken 34,000, and we just wicked down to 33,600. So Bitcoin bounced very quickly just minutes ago. But the next major support level for Bitcoin is $32,900. This is probably the more likely scenario where Bitcoin is going to continue to go down. And if that doesn't work, Bitcoin is going to come up and test the $28,000 level of resistance. Let me know if you think that Bitcoin is going to go down to those levels. But personally, what I think is that we are going to continue to go down until something major happens, where we see a V-shaped recovery, where we see a sharp bounce. We have not seen yet a sharp bounce at all. When cryptos continue to go down and there's no sharp bounce, that is a very bearish sign. Eventually, there's going to be a level that will cause a sharp bounce and allow us to see some type of retracement where cryptos do end up bouncing for a period before they continue to go lower, or eventually we are going to find the bottom. Historically, the last year and since January 21, Bitcoin has not gone down below 28,000. It has not gone down below 29,000. Bitcoin has been holding these ranges for quite some time, and it is very likely that Bitcoin will statistically continue to hold up above these support levels. If Bitcoin doesn't hold these support levels, we're going to see an even bigger correction. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's certainly a possibility. But remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. Diving into Bookmap, we are seeing a whole bunch of liquidity in the higher ranges as of now. There was a lot of liquidity earlier today as I was watching in the lower ranges. We see massive liquidity at 33,000. We see massive liquidity at 32,000, even all the way to 30,000. A major support level based on Bookmap we are seeing is 31,500. And if we look above, there's not a whole bunch of liquidity as of right now in the higher ranges, which does indicate that the whales do think the price is going to continue to go lower. So overlooking the entire crypto market, taking a look at what's happening, what I personally think is happening, what is most likely is that cryptos are bearish. They're most likely going to continue to go down, but cryptocurrencies cannot go down forever. Stocks cannot go down forever. Eventually cryptos have to reach a bottom. As we know, even in bullish times, cryptocurrencies, they cannot just pump every single day. There's always pullbacks, there's always corrections. They never go straight up, and they never go straight up. There's always a bounce. Every time there's been a major crash or correction, there's always been a bounce, and we are waiting for that bounce tonight, and that's going to give us a clear indication of where Bitcoin is headed in the next couple of days and weeks. That bounce is very likely to happen tonight after 7 p.m. Eastern time, especially when the futures markets begin to open up. Depending on how they open up, if they start to open up green, if there is a lot of bullish volume and momentum in the futures market, that might actually start a relief rally and a bit of a recovery for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, which may stabilize the current price action and allow us to see some green for a couple of days to stop the bleeding. So that is pretty much the main catalyst that I personally think is going to be happening and taking place here soon. Then we also have the inflation reading, I think Wednesday, which if there is a high inflation reading, that probably will have a very positive effect on cryptocurrencies. So by panic selling right now, while the market is about to make a really big move, most likely to the upside, seeing somewhat of a bounce is probably not the best thing to do. It's not really good to be selling when things have already continued to crash down and going down and down, because they are overdue for a bounce. You want to sell at least if you are trying to exit the market when the market does bounce to a degree, or dollar cost average, or buy the dip, because eventually, these prices are at extreme discounts. Eventually in time, we don't know how long it will take, but cryptos will, that does include altcoins, will most likely end up being a lot higher than where they are now in the next coming months, towards the end of the year, the next coming years. So buying cryptocurrencies at this current level, they are at a major discount. I mean, if you take a look at the bull and bear markets, the last several cycles for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, when Bitcoin was 17,000, when Bitcoin was 3,000, when Bitcoin was $500, people were panicking just like they are now. Oh my gosh, should I sell for $500? Should I sell my Bitcoin for $10,000? Oh my gosh, it's going to go to zero. And Bitcoin went to 70,000. Altcoins have gone so much higher than where they were when they first started. Cryptocurrencies are a long-term investment, and you can make money in the short term as well. Really depends on your mindset and your trading strategy, of course, which I can help you with. We have buy and sell alerts in the Patreon where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies based on alerts with stop losses on pure technical analysis. I give you guys my hidden insights into the market where you can follow and copy all of my exact trades. Highly recommend it. I also have a crypto trading course where you can learn technical analysis, and even a free email course. So you guys should definitely check out the Patreon, which is in my top pinned comment or in my video description. And also go to MYLESGinvestments.com where you can see a whole bunch of services, consultations that I do offer over there to help you make money in crypto. And if you want to be able to day trade cryptocurrencies tax-free, open up an iTrust Capital account. The link in my video description where you can trade cryptocurrencies tax-free. Highly recommend it. Definitely recommend checking it out. And I will see you all later. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Consider giving this video a thumbs up, sharing this video with a friend or family member. I will see you all later. Have a great night.